the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Maryland's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates...
He's going to go for a big one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell he just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had...
Oh, it's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Terrapins! The defense takes matters into their own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score.
Return goes out of that.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Off play action. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Return goes out of that.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Indiana!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They ran it on first down, now on second. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's West. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, but live to fight another down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
With the catch, it's Hemby. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building up.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
It's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. He's right on target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. On the run, it's Temby. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Green. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air, it's Edwards. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Maryland!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Tackle on play at the 29-yard line. Second down coming up.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. Pulls his way forward. The Hoosiers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll go with a direct snap. And the Hoosiers get it past the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Becker. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air, it's Edwards. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Smith. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we've put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen, something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. He's looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the quarterback does a great job in his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He rifles one deep down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Hemby. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. He's got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Maryland! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Howard. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Finds us back in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He makes the grab, and the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
So you just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hemby. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
2-9 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 17 to Arizona.
To the air, it's Mendoza.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Alston. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got his man downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give out of the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
The Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He got it. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He hurls one deep down the left side. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Fires to the right. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Feelings, and here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The name of the game is getting to the quarterback. But I love getting to the quarterback and finishing with a nice rip and forcing that fumble out. God, there's nothing like it.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Quarterback will keep it. And the Terrapins get enough to move the chains.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle on the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Now on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Floats it out in space. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's over. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.